Money and Fintech 2017, welcome to the hub stage. Here we go again. We have covered several topics on this stage, ranging from cooperation between fintechs and banks to regulatory issues. Based on these discussions, it is clear that the speed of change in banking industry is increasing rapidly. We have spent significantly less time on talking about the effect these changes is about to have on our customers, especially business customers, and not much on needs and hopes that these customers might have. Let's correct that right now. We will have the chance to do with that. Please, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Mr. Mark Gervasini Nielsen, Head of Concept Development, Danske Bank. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you.
Good to have you here.
Me.
You will be having your presentation on the main stage soon. I'm hoping, again, a little teaser for our audience here and online about what you're going to talk. You have extensive banking experience. How would you describe the situation and the relationship with banks and their business customers nowadays?
Well, I think, first of all, it's important to understand what are the drivers that are affecting our clients today. When we look at anywhere from the small kiosk on the corner to the large institutional clients that Danske Bank serves, we're looking at what we call the 5 drivers of change. We're looking at changing customer behavior. We're talking about increased competition and opportunities. It's the digitalization process, robotics, for example. It's very much about how the macroeconomic is affecting them, specifically on a global market. And then lastly but not least, regulation. Regulation is not just something for the banks, but it's also something that is affecting our clients massively. So when we've been engaging with our customers, it's really been about understanding how do these different drivers affect their business. Because it's crucial here to understand that the same considerations that we have as a bank about thinking about, okay, how can we spend more time with our customers? How can we make sure that our processes are effective, that our costs are down? These are exactly the same considerations that our clients actually have. We just suddenly actually talk about them. So often where we want to be is that we would like to position and sell new great solutions. But what we really need to start thinking about is that what is actually affecting the clients today? What are their needs in terms of bringing down their costs, having effective processes, and then making sure that they have the calculation capabilities or that they have the solution capabilities to drive their business forward so they spend more time with their customers and not just thinking about how can they move data around to try to become effective.
You just mentioned 5 drivers. And a lot of things that these are affecting too. How well banks overall are working with these drivers? Are we doing well? Are the customers happy? What kind of feedback you have gotten?
Well, I think there's not one answer to that, Teppo. It would be nice to say, well, everything is just going according to plan. I think when we look from a customer behavior aspect, it's really about understanding what are the demands of our clients moving forward. And that's also affected by these 5 drivers of change. You can talk anywhere from trying to go mobile to try to implement blockchain. But really it comes back to understanding the needs of today. If we look at regulation, it has very much become more of a cost driver for many clients and for banks. When I've been engaging with clients across the Nordics, they're talking about, well, they just hope that the local FSA doesn't come and meet them because they don't see regulation as something positive. They see it as something that is only increasing and making it more difficult to drive their business, which actually means that they might be exiting certain types of business or certain types of financial instruments to be able to have an easier way around. But all in all, these are different aspects we can actually engage with our clients about. This is where we have an opportunity to say that, well, as a financial institution that needs to invest in all of these areas, we're actually able to advise our clients on what they could be doing and also how they could piggyback off what it is that we have been doing. And let me elaborate just briefly on that point. One of the things that has been crucial for our strategy going forward has actually been to say, well, what are the investments that Danske Bank has been doing, for example, in the infrastructure? We know that one of the major cost drivers for most corporations is ensuring actually an efficient infrastructure so that you can reduce dependency on key personnel and actually focus more on getting a result to the client. So what we did was that we said, okay, we have massively invested in our infrastructure, so how can we turn that infrastructure inside out? Which means that their clients now can access Danske Bank's infrastructure. So that means that it actually brings down cost for Danske Bank, but more importantly, it enables the clients to get a system which is a proven system. Danske Bank has the hand on the what's it called, a skin in the game, so to speak, and they will be benefiting from anything from governance to security to new infrastructure that is being built by us. It's a win-win situation, and that's a great dialogue we're having with clients right now.
An expert like you hates this, but I'm a simple guy, and I'm still looking for a simple answer in a nutshell. How to deepen the customer relationship in an environment in which technological development seems to be the thing for the banks?
Well, I don't think it is the link to the banks, to be honest. I actually think that to deepen the relationship, it comes back to getting the needs right. What is it that the client requires from Danske Bank or from other third-party vendors? And how can we actually help them achieve those needs? Because in essence, no one walks in the morning wanting to talk about technology. They come in the morning with a role to fulfill in that company. And how do we then make that as efficient as possible? And that is really the crucial part here. So it's also about not talking about all the high-flying stuff that is possible, blockchain, AI, robotics, and the likes. Most corporate clients, they don't really understand it. They're looking for guidance in a sense. What we really want to do is take a step back and bring it down to the level of, okay, what are your current needs today and how can we then facilitate a solution that enables you to do that? And that might be Danske Bank, but it might be somebody else.
Okay, we're running out of time here. Thank you, Mark. Waiting for your presentation. You will be digging deeper into these topics.
Thank you very much, Sabo.
In an hour. So thank you. Good to have you here. Pleasure. This was our last conversation on the Hub stage. Thank you for following us during these 2 days. Please visit thehub.fi and our social media channels. The Hub over and out. Thanks.